One of the world's fastest growing industries has been stopped dead in its tracks. Will it ever get back to normal? Will planes get back into the air in anything like the numbers they did before? The world's most famous investor thinks not.
The world changed for airlines, and I wish him well.
And with that, he sold all his shares in America's big four airlines, a devastating vote of no confidence. Everywhere you look, airlines are scrambling to survive. Governments are digging deep to throw them multi-billion-dollar lifelines to make sure some survive for the day after the crisis. Thousands of pilots and staff have been laid off. A number of airlines have already gone bust. But what kind of flying future can we expect in a world deep in recession and still trying to control the spread of the virus?
In general, when people don't have jobs, when they're unemployed, they don't fly. They don't go on vacations. It is scary because the whole way of handling corona is counter to aviation. Social distancing does not fit well with let's travel and see many people.
So how can people fly safely in the future? There's talk of 4-hour check-ins, of blood tests and temperature checks at airports. Social distancing on board will mean planes flying half full. Planes may have to be deep cleaned every time they land. Will there be corona-free passports or special documents?
Yeah, we're looking at doing it on the international flights coming out of areas that are heavily infected. As you know, Brazil is getting to that category. I think they're going to be okay. I hope they're going to be okay. He's a very good friend of mine.
Airlines and airport operators are asking for new international standards so they know what to do and how to prepare. But one thing looks certain: the extra costs of managing the health of passengers will be passed on to, you guessed it, the passengers, you and me. Before the crisis, flying was the growth business. Global numbers just kept rising. In 2010, there were 2.69 billion flights. In 2019, there were 4.54 billion. And this year, we should have taken 4.72 billion flights, but not anymore. Where does that leave the whole culture of frequent flying? What does it mean for international hubs and economies heavily dependent on aviation?
So, in terms of what travel represents, in our societies, it means that cheap travel is over, which is, in terms of access to travel, access to the world will be limited to those who have the financial means. Is it what we want to? I'm not sure.
The optimists say our desire to travel and see the world will overcome the difficulties and the costs. The environmentalists are rejoicing at cleaner air and quieter skies. And a successful vaccine will change everything. But in the meantime, everyone will be flying a lot less, and it'll cost a lot more. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World.